Grant left good. And I think it's safe to say that everybody is taken back by it. Everybody is extremely surprised. I'm mind blown. I didn't expect it, but today I'm going to break down his response. Appreciate you stopping by. Make sure to like, comment, hit that subscribe button. It'd be greatly appreciated. We haven't posted a lot of content recently, but we're going to be, because we're planning for next year, getting a game plan together so we can really take this YouTube thing seriously. So any love and support is always appreciated. But today we're going to talk about and listen to Grant's video and break it down.
First off, thank you guys for being here and listening to this. This decision was the hardest decision I've ever made in my life. And I want to start out by saying I'm forever grateful and thankful for the opportunity I was given to work for Good and for Garrett.
So I think that statement alone shows his true side of who he is as an individual and the amount of sincerity and reflection it took to make this decision. Because I guarantee that him and Garrett are like very close friends. Like being involved in something that's progressively getting more and more popular, just constantly growing. There's like no ceiling because you're kind of the first to do it. You can't take that decision lightly. And I know for a fact he didn't. Just doesn't make any sense.
Now, I'm not going to be able to touch on everything today because I'm not allowed to.
So I know that, a lot of people are like, well, just get to it. At the end of the day, he was involved with a large growing business that's, I believe, now co-owned by Hex, which if you're not familiar, he's the organization Optic Gaming. He's their owner. So I believe he just became part owner. I think it was last year. It was essentially when they moved in next door to him in that building, which you can look that up. It's public documentation you can find online. Continue.
I know for you guys watching, that is frustrating. And if I was in your position, I would want to know every detail and every reason. And I can empathize with you guys.
So, at this point, he's obviously acknowledging that it's like, we want to know, these organizations are big money organizations. Like Good is now a staple in the golf industry. Like nobody can deny it. And because of that, there's a lot of legality, like a lot of non-disclosure agreements, a lot of non-compete clauses, like, anybody signing off or leaving, you have to go through the legal process of making sure that you have that clean separation from the brand and there's no overlap. So they can't come on the back end and essentially sue you for using their likeness for your profit, which is essentially what's being taken care of. And that's why they can't speak on it directly.
On that, I want to start out by saying I am deeply disappointed with a lot of the messages I've received and the way the narrative
Shame on you guys.
drawn out by
Shame
people.
on you. If you're a part of the good memes Reddit community, which I am, people are roasting Grant in this for leaving. Now, I do think that it plays a part that the Micah situation happened like a couple weeks prior. Like that has an impact on how people perceive this. I think that if that didn't happen prior, although people would still be completely caught off guard, there wouldn't be that everybody's leaving, everybody's jumping ship mindset. So those people who are DMing Grant and talking smack, learn your place. You don't have yeah, you can express your opinions, but at the end of the day, he has a right to make this decision and you have to respect that. He was part of this journey. He is to credit for some of Good's success in getting over that hump and hitting over 1 million subscribers. The growth of his channel, which I remember it was 10,000 subscribers. Like I remember that was when I subscribed, and now it's at almost 300,000 subscribers. You don't do that because you're riding the coattails of somebody. You do that because you're charismatic, you're talented, and you care about the quality of the product that you put out there, in regards to your brand yourself. So for all those people who are like bashing on him saying he got good, he blew up, and then he's dipping, it's like, that's not the case at all. Like it was a platform. that he was able to take advantage of, and not in a, you know, bad way, but in a great way by supplementing and additionally enhancing the existing product that was already successful. Nobody can deny that Grant wasn't an awesome attribute to Good. That's why we're all shocked by it, obviously. Let's keep on listening.
It's not always what it seems, and that's something that I know is a very like open-ended part that I'm saying, but
so this part right here, not everything's, you know, as it seems. There's two sides to every story, the title of it. This, like what he's referring to, my interpretation of it is that he was either offered or pushed to do something that he wasn't necessarily comfortable with. You know, there could be a ridiculous amount of factors that would cause him to say that there's two sides to every story. But at the end of the day, he had to, you know, think about how that would impact who he is as a person and the life that he wants to build with his now wife and his family and his faith.
Yes, I was offered a lot. I was offered the kitchen sink. And at the end of the day, there are certain things that I am not willing to compromise for that. And
there it is.
In my life, I have some wonderful people around me, and I'm super grateful for that. And
he's saying right here, I have some super great people in my life. He talked with them about this decision. They were either wanting to buy his name, his brand, essentially being like, moving forward with our company, anything that you do, we're essentially going to receive profit on the back end for it. That's my speculation. You know, it was kind of one of those like, hey, in order to be a part of this, like we'll give you a lot of money. You'll get a lot of money up front. You'll have 70% of ownership of anything that you have moving forward, along with profit and, you know, royalties for the Good apparel or, you know, anything associated with the Good brand. But I guarantee it teetered over into his personal brand. There's no way it didn't, because how those orgs work is you sign with them and they essentially own everything, not just your association with the brand Good, the business and corporation Good, but also everything on your personal channel and all your sponsorships, and all that has to be delegated through Good. So if Grant was to say be approached, I'm arbitrary, TaylorMade or Titleist wanted to sponsor him, he potentially would not be able to accept that sponsorship because Good is in the golf space and could be a competitor in said golf space. So, you know, those are the things that he had to take into consideration. And I guarantee he talked with his father and his father's close friends who, I mean, they live in Jupiter, Florida. They're extremely wealthy. They're going to have good advisors. Okay. And so I guarantee he had meetings with them to figure out his best course of action moving forward.
I also want to make it clear that it was not influenced by anyone on the outside. This was my decision. I took a lot of time to pray about this.
So you could be saying, well, didn't you just say that he had advisors that he talked with? Yes. That still means it's his decision. Like, so at the end of the day, he went to his advisors because he thought of, you know, this approach in this situation, and he asked them about their experience and for some guidance, and it led him to this conclusion.
And it was not a quick decision. When the word loyalty was brought up, I want to touch on that. Being there for 3 different channels, Good Labs, Good, and doing GM Golf full time, I truly gave it my all.
So this actually pisses me off personally. It's like, who is Bubby to say that Grant's not loyal to Good? He's like, I would never leave. Yeah, you can't leave. Because where else are you going to get the experience that you have at Good outside of Good? Everybody thinks that like Bubby is this incredible influence in the space and he's like some positive individual. But this right here, his comment in the podcast where he's like, I would never leave. You guys are my day ones. Like, that just shows you that he was looking for an opportunity to essentially like make a slide at Grant and then like be portrayed as like this like better individual than Grant because he wouldn't leave. But Bubby, I'm sorry, but like you're not that good at golf. Like it's you don't add a lot to the table. Now he has people that like him, and I'll probably get some flack for that, but he's always rubbed me the wrong way. Just like I don't know. It's just that comment pissed me off. It's like stay in your lane, dude. You're tiers below Grant. His charisma, his physical skill. It's like you're not even on the same bar. It's like so stay in your lane.
Now, one thing that is super positive throughout this is I will be moving back to Florida.
Another thing I want to add is Grant's talking about moving back to Florida. His parents are aging. My parents are aging. Like it is something that's like on my mind, consistently. It's like you don't get that time back. And everybody is like, well, in the podcast they even mentioned, it's 1 week and then you get 3 weeks to do whatever you want. You just get 1 week out of the month, film a bunch of content. It's like, but what about your personal channel? What about other people's channels? What about other content that you're making outside of that? Going to events, going to tournaments. Like there are only so many days in a week and there are only so many weeks in a month that you can like try to work in, a successful business model, building up content, planning content, filming content, editing content, keeping the viewership happy, and then spending quality time with your family and your close friends. You'll never get that back. So it's like, of course, that's going to be a factor in his decision.
And with that comes the ability to spend more time with my dad, who is older, and I will be able to see him and just be able to golf with him more and spend some time. And that means a lot to me. I want to leave you guys with this. There is light at the end of all this. I am going to be working very hard on my personal channel. And as you guys know, I love golf. I love teaching. I love helping people. I love sharing my golf experiences with you guys. It really does mean the world to me to hear your guys' support and the wonderful things you guys have always said. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for everything, and I'm excited for the future. I love you guys.
But yeah, that's my breakdown. I think that, I think that at the end of the day, it's like his response really showcases the factors that were taken into consideration and some of the reasons why he left in the first place. Like it's not all about money. One of the biggest things for him was like family, being away from family, and his connection with the group itself, and not the benefit of an organization that's not even owned by the guys anymore, right? People in suits and ties run good, and they do a damn good job. And although they put out content, it's not owned by Garrett. Garrett doesn't run the channel. It was homegrown, but it's obviously turned into something a lot more than that, a lot more corporate. And a lot of you young people don't understand that. But anyway, appreciate it. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And there's like some pinnacles I'm very excited about. And also, peep some of the stuff, man. The clothing, it's looking good. And it's all in-house, getting it taken care of here locally. And I cannot wait to move forward with where I'm going to take Birdie Talk as a golf brand. All right. Appreciate it. We'll see you guys later.